In today's video, we're looking at a brand new power station from Growatt called the Infinity 2000. But what makes this thing so different is the price. It is currently the cheapest battery generator on the market you can buy today for the rated output and specs. And you can buy it with an additional expansion battery. Each one of those batteries is 2 kilowatts in capacity, and you can daisy chain up to 2 batteries with each one of these main units. This power station is capable of only 120 volts, but for many people, that's all you'll need. And fortunately, they've included a 30 amp RV outlet. Additionally, the unit has 3 built-in 120 volt AC outlets, and you get 6 USB outlets, and both the USB-Cs are capable of 100 watts each. On the DC side, you've got a cigarette adapter along with 2 DC charging ports, but most importantly, they've now given you a 30 amp Anderson power pole connector. That's outputting 12 volts, but up to 30 amp is going to allow you to run pretty much anything you want, and I use that port for running my diesel heater. And what sets this battery apart is it also includes built-in ports. This is pretty unusual, so you could actually separate the battery and use this as a DC-only power station. Connecting the batteries is easy. They include a proprietary cable that stores in the top lid of the battery itself. This cable also has locking ends, so once you get it in there, you can't accidentally just pull it out. You'll also notice this one includes a smart display, which just means that it's full color and it adjusts to the situation. So if you're charging, it's going to give you the calculated amount of time that it needs to fully charge up, and if you're discharging power, it'll also calculate the amount of time it'll take before the battery is exhausted. To charge it up, you just simply plug in the included 120 volt charging cord that is a standard computer power cord. It does not use any type of AC charging brick, so there is nothing like that to lose. Now it's time to really test this thing out and see if it'll blow up. I'm going to start by using this AC heater, and once I turn the outlets on, the heater works perfectly. But now let's do a deeper dive to see exactly what type of electricity is coming out of this device. So to do that, while it's running the heater, I'm going to use my Tektronix power analyzer. This will do a couple of things. It does basic checks like voltage and things like hertz, but it will also show me if it is in fact putting out pure sine wave power. Since I am running a load, I'm not surprised to see the voltage up on the top at 112 volts is just a little bit low, but that is still within spec, and it is also putting out pure sine power. The biggest surprise for me with this power station is the app. This app worked really well. You can see individual statuses on things like the separate batteries along with the power station, and it does include additional settings, things like controlling the display, the beeps. You can even adjust things like timeouts if you want the outlets to go to sleep after a period of inactivity. And now for my favorite test, the overload test. I want to make sure that this thing can output exactly what they advertised. So I started, of course, by connecting up that first heater, which uses around 1300 watts. But they advertise this device as being able to handle 2200 watts continuously. Each of these heaters uses around 1300 watts, and you can see I almost instantly overload the device, but this is actually a good thing because it's only rated for 2200 watts, and I wanted to make sure the safety system was functional. But now for the real test. Let's get this thing running at almost exactly 2200 watts and see how long it'll operate for. Now I set one heater to medium and the other one to high, and I ended up at just over 2200 watts. So I like to see when a device is slightly underrated. I ran it at nearly 2300 watts for about 1 hour, and the unit did not miss a beat. Should also be noted that the fans inside are indeed smart fans, and they never turned on until the thing was on for about 15 minutes. The unit can also be recharged a number of different ways. You can charge it in your car using the included car adapter, and you can also recharge it using solar input up to 1000 watts. This unit also has a UPS function. It can switch AC loads at under 20 milliseconds, so that is suitable for things like computers and other sensitive equipment. After all of my testing with this Infinity 2000, I did not have any issues at all. The unit just worked, and I particularly like that Anderson power pole 30 amp. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Silver Symbol channel for more videos coming up.